What's up everyone, MK Tom Brady here. In this video, I want to go over your Amplified Rising Ice combo guide. I'm going to narrate this just because Amplified Rising Ice can get kind of extreme with what's possible. With that being said, let's get right to it. So off your forward 2 in open space, you would do forward 2 Amplify Rising Ice and do that mid-air 2. So like while he's still airborne, while he's airborne after the Amplify Rising Ice, you can still hit a button right here. You see that mid-air 2. Then you would dash up and do back 2 into Ice Ball, then jump into back 1, 4, 3, slide. Okay. Now, characters such as Jackie, these small collision type characters, have very small collision while they're airborne and are faced towards you while their face is toward the ground. So if they're facing down but their head is towards you, these type of small collision characters are really weird, and hitting that mid-air 2 can be kind of difficult. So what you would do is here you do forward 2, Amplify Rising Ice, dash up standing 2, back 2 Ice Ball, then jump in with 2, back 1, 4, 3, slide. It's less damage, but you might find it a little more consistent. Okay, so if you want a little bit more damage, you would do forward 2 Amplify Rising Ice, and then you could do back 3, 2 Ice Ball, and then jump in with 2, back 1, 4, 3, slide. It's a little more damaging than the dash up 2 version, and you can get this fairly consistently on these small-bodied collision type characters. All right. Now, this is off of any grounded freeze, so it doesn't matter if it's, back 3, 2, back 1, 4, 1, 2, 2, 1, or just regular Ice Ball. Anytime you have them frozen, grounded off your Ice Ball, you would do jump in with 2, stand 3, Amplify Rising Ice, mid-air 2, dash up, back 1, 4, 3, slide. If you're having trouble with that mid-air 2, you can just take that out and do dash up 2 and do back 1, 4, 3, slide. It all depends on your comfort level with that mid-air 2 in this situation here. Okay. Now, crushing blow combos. So if you're forward 2, you would do forward 2, Amplify Rising Ice, back 3, 2 Ice Ball, jump in with 2, and then dash up into 1, 2, 4, and get your crushing blow. Again, any grounded freeze will do here, so it doesn't really, it's not like mandatory that it has to be a combo into ground freeze because you have enough hits for the crushing blow here. So it could be 1, 2 Ice Ball, back 1, 4 Ice Ball, back 3, 2 Ice Ball, or just regular grounded Ice Ball, doesn't matter. Then you would jump in with 2, stand 3, Amplify Rising Ice, do that mid-air 2, dash up 1, 2, 4. Okay, so Fatal Blow combos in open space, pretty simple. You do forward 2, Amplify Rising Ice, then stand 3, Fatal Blow. Sub-Zero does tremendous amount of damage off his Fatal Blow with Amplify Rising Ice. Any grounded freeze, then jump in with 2, stand 3, Amplify Rising Ice, and then stand 3, Fatal Blow. So it doesn't matter whether you combo into the grounded freeze or you just hit somebody with an Ice Ball. This is where you would go with that combo. Okay, so now corner combos off your forward 2 here for 1 bar. Forward 2, Amplify Rising Ice. Now the mid-air 2 is pretty easy in the corner because they're not knocked away at all. So you do your forward 2, Amplify Rising Ice, mid-air 2, then you hit standing 2 4 times. There's a lot of that in these Sub-Zero combos. And then 2, 1, slide. Crushing Blow is pretty much the exact same combo. You just put the 1, 2, 4 at the end instead. So forward 2, Rising Ice, mid-air 2, then standing 2, 4 times, and then 1, 2, 4 to end. Over 40%, just a very damaging combo. Okay, so of back 3, 2 in the corner, it's actually little more damaging than if you did back 3-2 ice ball, if you did back 3-2 slide. Then you could do stand 2 and amplify rising ice, midair 2, and then you hit standing 2 twice, and then you end with 2-1 slide. And this is off of just 1 bar. Okay, again, crushing blow combos, very similar. Back 3-2 slide, then you stand 2, amplify rising ice. You do that midair 2, then standing 2 twice, and then just end with 1-2-4 instead for the crushing blow. That's 1 bar, and you're almost at 50%. Okay, so off any grounded freeze, again, you don't have to combo into it, off any grounded freeze in general. Jumping with 2, standing 4, amplify rising ice. Then you do that midair 2. Then you do standing 2 4 times in a row, and then you end with 2-1 slide. Again, any grounded freeze, jump in 2, standing 4, amplify rising ice. Do that midair 2. Then you just hit 2 4 times in a row, then 1-2-4. This is pretty much standard off any 1 bar combo in the corner with Sub-Zero. You do those multiple standing 2s over and over again. That's just how Sub-Zero is. That's kind of classic MK, to be honest with you, on how Mortal Kombat's been for a long time. Okay, so your forward 2 into amplified rising ice crushing blow with 2 bars of meter here. This does, if you don't amplify this, I mean, if you don't use the crushing blow, still ending with 1-2-4 is the most damage in this situation here. So you do your forward 2, amplify rising ice, then you don't do the midair 2. When you're doing 2 bar combos, you don't really want to use the midair 2 off a grounded situation. So you would do your grounded 2, your standing 2 here, and then stand 3, amplify rising ice, and then the midair 2. Then you do 2 standing 2 twice, and then 1-2-4. So it doesn't matter if you want to crushing blow it or not. If you crushing blow it, if you choose to do so, it's going to be 50%. If you don't, it's going to be right around 40. I think like 39.9. So either way, if you're looking for damage, you would still end with the 1-2-4. You just don't have to crushing blow if you don't want to. It's still going to be, I think, the most damaging combo in that situation. So off your back 3-2 slide for 2 bars here, the combo is back 3-2 slide, then you're standing 2 into amplify rising ice, then your mid-air 2, then stand 3 and amplify rising ice again, another mid-air 2, then you do 1 standing 2 jab, and then you end with 2-1 slide. This is 46%. It's tremendous damage. Now, if you want to crushing blow off of this, it's very similar. You just end with 1-2-4 instead. So you do back 3-2 slide, stand 2 and amplify rising ice, and then your midair 2, stand 3 into amplify rising ice, and then another midair 2, then a single standing 2 jab, and then 1-2-4 crushing blow. 53% damage. Absolutely ridiculous damage. Now, off any grounded freeze for 2 bars, so again, doesn't matter how you freeze them while they're grounded, and just in general, whether you combo into it or just a random ice ball, then you do your jumping with 2, stand 4, and amplify rising ice. Then grounded, standing 2. So while you're grounded, this is not midair anymore. So you do stand 2 into stand 3 into another amplified rising ice, and then you do your midair 2, and then standing 2, then 2-1 slide. So these combos get kind of weird. So again, let me just say that again. Any ground freeze, jump in 2, stand 4, amplify rising ice, stand 2, then stand 3, amplify rising ice, then midair 2, then standing 2, 2-1 slide. It's kind of weird because some of these combos you do the midair 2 both times, and some you only do it once and you do the standing 2 on the ground instead. So like I said, that's why I'm narrating them, because they can get kind of weird. For crushing blow, again, it's most of these crushing blow combos, you're just taking out the end and just putting 1, 2, 4 in instead. So here, any grounded freeze, jumping with 2, stand 4 into amplify rising ice, then standing 2, stand 3 into amplify rising ice again, then midair 2, then 2 standing 2 jabs, and then 1, 2, 4 for the crushing blow finish. You're still doing nearly 50% here, over 48%. It's a lot of damage. These two bar combos get very, very high. All right, crushing blow combos off down 2. So this is going to do the same. This is going to be the most damage. It doesn't matter if you end with the crushing blow off 1, 2, 4 or not. So you would do down 2 crushing blow, then stand 3 amplify rising ice, and then your midair 2. Then you do 3 standing 2 jabs, and then 1, 2, 4. If you choose to crushing blow off this, you're doing 54%. You're doing about 45%, even if you don't choose to KB off of this. So it's still a lot of damage no matter what. Okay, now if you want to go 2 bars here, down 2 crushing blow, stand 3 amplify rising ice, midair 2, then stand 3 amplify rising ice, midair 2 again, then standing 2, 1, 2, 4. And again, this is something where it doesn't really matter if you want to KB it or not. This is going to be the most damage here. So you're looking at 59, and this does right about 50, even if you don't use the crushing blow. Fatal blow in the corner. We're going to do 2 bar combos here because the 1 bars are very similar to the open space ones. So forward 2 amplify rising ice, standing 2, standing 3, amplify rising ice, then midair 2, then stand 2 into fatal blow. These are very, very damaging. So it doesn't really matter if you want to use your 1, 2, 4 crushing blow, or if that's not on the table, you want to use your fatal blow. It's all very, very damaging when you get those 2 bar situations in the corner here. Okay, so off any grounded freeze here, if you want a fatal blow, it doesn't really matter ice ball or if you combo into ice ball. So any grounded freeze, then you do your jump in 2, stand 4 amplify rising ice, stand 2, stand 3 amplify rising ice, midair 2, then stand 2 into your fatal blow, and that's tremendous damage. So these are damage-based combos. I have stuff that I do more for setup, but I just wanted to do, I'm going to do a full character guide, a full build guide for Sub-Zero, and I'll go over some setups. I just wanted to do a combo guide just for sheer damage purposes, just to get that out there. And then, you know, I'll go over some setups that I like to do where I end my combos a little different, because keep in mind, sometimes ending with some of these quote-unquote optimals in the corner, you know, your advantage is a lot less because they get up faster. So sometimes you end up only with like 17 or 18 frames of hit advantage. Doesn't really give you a lot of time to do what you want to do because they get up so much faster now. So you might want to end with a knockdown that gives you closer to 50 advantage as opposed to 18. But that's going to be all in my full Sub-Zero guide that I'm going to be coming out with soon. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate all the support, and stay tuned for more content.